Do you drink enough water in the winter? Your body may not be craving a cool drink, but hydration is just as essential in the winter as it is in the summer, according to a new study. Then we're going to also talk about how important it is with our kids, because we know how important it is for us. Dr. Diane Tenenbaum from St. Peter's is here now. Now we know water, 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 water.
Absolutely. How many times have we heard about how it's going to be good for our skin and how we need to be drinking 8 ounce glasses rather of water every day? So yeah, it's very important for pretty much all of our body functioning.
And when our kids are at school, we don't really see how much water they're consuming, so it's hard to really keep track of them.
Absolutely. And there was a study from California recently in middle school students, 3,200 middle school students they used and sort of asked their opinions about the school water fountains. And almost 2/3 of them had pretty negative attitudes. And we know that that is linked with drinking fewer glasses of water. And in fact, in this particular study, fewer than 3 glasses of water per day. So that's an issue.
Yeah, a lot of schools have water machines that have water in them now, but a lot of the water fountains are old. They don't work, or if they do work, it only comes out a little bit. You don't want your child putting their mouth on that.
Indeed, and we can't really blame our middle schoolers for finding that to be sort of an unattractive option, but we can still find ways to encourage them to be drinking water. You were mentioning during the commercial break just prior to this segment that at your child's school they are encouraged to have a water bottle on the desk. I think that's a great idea. I think it's great for kids to have their own water bottles so that they're drinking plenty.
Well, not only do they can stay in their seat, they don't have to walk down the hall in the middle of the class or in the middle of instruction. You know, it also, the school's hot and it's dry this time of year, so it helps keep them hydrated. And they learn too. It teaches them how important it is.
Absolutely, and I think that you only have to have a time or two where you haven't been very well hydrated, and then once you sort of deal with that and you get rehydrated, if you will, how much better you feel, and it's something we can talk to our children about.
So what are the signs of dehydration this time of year? I mean, in the summertime, we tend to pay more attention to it.
Right, and in fact, you know, we don't think of kids as getting dehydrated all that often, but there are lots of ways it can happen this time of year. In fact, many children who are dealing with some of the respiratory illnesses that we're seeing quite a bit of right now, the issue really is if they're working so hard to breathe, or if they're focusing on other parts of the illness, if you will, then sometimes they have a hard time maintaining hydration. So that's one way you can become dehydrated, is because you're dealing with sort of other parts of your body and being sick. We know there are lots of illnesses going around right now also that are leading to some diarrhea, and sometimes you get dehydrated that way as well. So one of the things that we're encouraging families to do is just, you know, keep an eye on how much output you're seeing. And for older kids, we often will talk to them about, even if it's a little on the gross side, about how dark their urine is and that it really should be, you know, pretty pale.
And water intake is important for everybody, so as a family, you should pay attention to it.
Absolutely.
Dr. Diane Tenenbaum from St. Peter's, thank you so much.